Aloha everybody, what's going on my dudes? Welcome to another RuneScape news coverage video. For this video we're going to be talking about the smooth movement update that was talked about on today's live stream. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video, let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, that was showed off in today's live stream by Mod Nin, who is part of the core experience team. He focuses basically on the tech side of it to look at things engine side to improve core gameplay. So we're going to be looking at the smooth movement update that was shown off during RuneFest this year. I do want to say that there will be a dev blog going out on Friday, so here on the channel we're probably going to revisit this in just a couple of days and get more information from that. But we did see some pretty cool showcasing with today's live stream. Now a bit of backstory, movement actually hasn't really changed since the launch of RuneScape 2 in 2004. The movement is very jaggedy, hitting corners causes you to do very sharp turns. I'm sure you're very aware of it because your character is always trying to move to the center of the tile, which coupled with the fact that there's a fixed speed for movement causes this weird speed up and slow down thing when your character especially is trying to hit corners. So basically what they had to do is break everything apart and put it all back together, which was probably the most difficult part of this particular update or the development of this update because nobody has touched the code in a very long time. Now with this update, movement itself isn't actually changing. The server still sees your character position and movement just as it did before. So this is basically just a visual change that happens on the client side. So they were able to basically take the same server data that the game currently uses, which is one of the easiest things that happened in the development of this update. They're able to calculate curves by adding acceleration and deceleration where needed. And somebody was concerned about diagonal surging on stream, and they said since this does not affect the server, diagonal surging should not change at all, but if anything, it should feel more responsive, which is good to know if you have those kinds of concerns. This update is one of those things that Jagex is able to do now more efficiently and effectively now that they're discontinuing the Java client, so that's really good, and hopefully we get more things like this going forward. Now this change will affect both the player character and other players as well, but also NPCs. So you're seeing on here a showcase of it happening with NPCs here at the troll stronghold. If I'm not mistaken, this is like the troll storage room where you had to sneak past the trolls to collect the gout weed or gout tuber, whatever it was for that one quest in the troll series. I don't really remember which one exactly, but point is you can see when the NPCs are hitting the corners, when they're turning, it's very smooth, gradual, it's not sharp or abrupt, and you know, it's good to see that it's happening to not only the player character but as well as the NPCs. So overall you're going to see a much more smoother experience in terms of the way NPCs and you as a player are interacting with the game world. Now the most exciting thing revealed with this live stream is the release date. We don't have an exact release date, but they are aiming to release it by the end of this year, which is extremely exciting. They said they're taking a lot of care with this because it affects the key part of the game, you know, obviously the way the player moves, but it seems likely that it's going to come out by the end of this year. Now the last thing I do want to say, as I alluded to in the beginning, is that there is going to be a dev blog coming out on Friday, so I will cover that on the channel in just a couple of days, and it will be a lot more techy in terms of the, you know, wording, the jargon, etc., and going more in depth with what's happening with this update. So we're probably going to get much more insight to the update itself, which should be really interesting, so stay tuned on the channel for that. That's coming this Friday. And with that, that's pretty much wrapping up everything that was shown off with this particular update on the live stream today. I'm going to wrap up the video there. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.